Good morning, Safari Pals.
Good morning.
How are you guys today? I'm Miss Jennifer.
And I'm Kip Safari.
And we are here to talk to you about being a Safari Pal. So what are we going to talk about today, Kip Safari?
We're going to talk about Bill the Bullshark and Riley the Remora.
Ooh, that sounds fun. Yeah. We get two characters?
Two characters.
Ooh.
For the price of one.
Nice. Well,
we had a sale on characters this last week.
So what are Bill and Riley going to teach us?
Well, they're going to teach us a very important lesson. It's about being nice and sweet to everyone we meet.
Oh, nice and sweet to, everyone?
Everyone, yeah, everyone. Sorry, Miss Jennifer, but sometimes we got to make sacrifices.
But sometimes people really get on my nerves.
Yeah.
Because they're so different than I am.
Of course, yeah. People are different than me. Some of you out there may not even have a beard.
Well, since we're talking to elementary age children, I'm betting most of them don't have a beard. So let's talk a little bit more about Bill the Bullshark and Riley the Remora as characters, about how they are going to teach us to be nice and sweet to everyone we meet.
Well, you can almost remember that Bill the Bullshark is kind of like Bill the Bully Shark.
Ooh, that's good. That's good. That'll help me remember. Sometimes I have to make word associations. That's a good one.
Well, you see this a lot. You know, bullying comes in all different forms. Sometimes it might be physically. Like some people are really big. Yeah. So they like to, maybe some of them will pick on somebody that's a lot smaller than them. I was like always the smallest guy in my class. I got picked on a lot.
I got bullied in elementary school as well. I was sick a lot when I was a kid.
Ooh.
And the other kids made fun of me because I was sick. Well, it wasn't my fault. And it just made me, I already felt bad about missing school and felt bad about, feeling bad.
Well, Miss
And
Jennifer,
it made me feel worse. So then not only was I feeling bad physically, but then that made my heart feel bad too.
I was going to ask, how did that make you feel inside?
It was really hard because sometimes when you're sick, you really need your friends to come alongside you and cheer you up instead of putting you down.
Well, I got to tell you something. You know, we always talk about in Safari Pals that when you mess up, you got to fess up, right?
Right.
You got to fess up.
Yeah, we say that a lot.
Yeah. Well, I let some of the people that bullied me affect me in a bad way. I kind of became a bully sometimes.
Whoa,
Yeah,
no.
I did.
You?
Yep.
Dude, you're the nicest guy I know.
I am now because I decided to change. But I remember sometimes when I was a lot younger, I would kind of pick on the people that maybe were different than me in some way or another. Maybe they wore glasses or things like that.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I know. I was kind of guilty of that. And so I had to make a conscious decision to change. Just because we're one way doesn't mean we have to stay that way forever.
True.
We can change if we want to, but we have to make the effort.
Right. So you knew how bad it made you feel to get bullied. Why did you make a decision? Why do you think you bullied other people knowing that it was going to make them feel bad?
You know, one thing I know about a bully is sometimes the way they feel about themselves is how they treat other people. And so I wasn't feeling very good about myself when I was bullied. So I kind of felt like, well, maybe the only way that I can feel better about myself is if I bully somebody else in some other way. Now, I couldn't make fun of them for being smaller than me, so I kind of found different ways to make fun of them. Then I started really thinking about it. I'm like, this is not a good thing.
Yeah. Oh.
It wasn't very kind, and so I found myself not acting like a way that made me proud of what I was doing. In fact, I started thinking, this is not good at all, and it hurt my heart too to feel that way, because that's not really who I was.
Well, these are some good talking points. I think this is a good time for us to give a pause.
Ooh, yeah.
And let's talk about a few of these. Talk about these with your teacher or counselor, whoever it is that's going through this lesson with you. So here are the two questions I want y'all to talk about right now.
Okay.
Number one, What is making a person act so mean toward another person?
That's a good question.
What do you think? What circumstances? What emotions do you think could cause a person to just act mean toward another person?
That's a good question.
So that's our first question.
Okay.
Our second question is, if this continues, let's say you have an elementary bully in elementary school, and if they never get to the stop and think part of their life,
right?
What kind of person do you think this person is going to grow up to be?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
What are some of the challenges that you think they might have in their life? So we're going to let you guys discuss this in your groups or with your teacher, and when you've come up with some really great answers, which I know you will, we can start the video again and continue.
That'll be a great idea.
Okay, let's talk about a few different types of bullying. Most people, when they think of bullying, they just think that it's hitting or shoving somebody against the lockers or
pushing people,
pushing your books off a table or something like that. But there's also, which is a very, very, I think that's the most noticeable type of bullying.
Sure.
But we like to talk about something called sneaky bullying.
Sneaky bullying. What does that mean?
Yeah. Here's what that looks like. Kip Safari, if you don't give me my cookie, I'm not going to be friends with you.
Ooh. You mean that could be considered bullying?
Absolutely it is. Because you're not being kind and you're trying to gain control over a person. Anytime you're trying to gain control over another person, that's bullying. But let me tell you something, sweet friends.
Okay.
True friendship is not contingent upon what you can give somebody or what they can take from you.
Oh, that's good.
So if somebody says, if you don't whatever, or and I won't be your friend, they are already not your friend.
Ooh, that's pretty deep.
Yeah. So what is another kind of sneaky bullying, Kip Safari?
How about, oh, I know. What if you're talking about somebody and they're not right next to you, but you know they can hear you? Would that be sneaky bullying?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like if we were sitting here and somebody was over there and I'm like, did you hear about Mary Ann? Oh my gosh. Did you see what she was wearing today?
Oh, those clothes and those shoes. Give me a break.
I know.
And she's like right there.
She's right there.
That's not good.
Bullying.
Bullying.
Yeah, more sneaky bullying. Or I dare you, I double dog dare you to knock their books off their desk.
Oh, that would be a bad one. That's bullying.
Yep, you're not actually doing it, but
It's
you're
bullying.
coercing someone else into doing it.
That's right.
Definitely bullying.
It's kind of like I was telling you that somebody was bullying me, and then I kind of turned around and bullied somebody else. It was like a bad cycle.
Right. Okay, we're going to have another talk point. So we're going to pause the video and discuss in your groups or in your class what kinds of these sneaky bullyings that you have seen on your campus or in your classroom. Come up with some good solutions for how you think you would handle that, or maybe you should handle that.
Good idea.
And then
we don't want to name names, though. Let's just kind of keep it generic.
You know, and you may want to just think to yourself during this time, what have I done? Or maybe what have I done that was sneaky bullying?
Yeah.
And you may have to actually apologize to someone.
When you mess up, you gotta fess up.
Yeah. All right. Pause the video. We'll be right back.
Okay, we're back.
Safest way possible, for sure.
What are some things, though, that we might be able to say to somebody that's bullying us? Maybe they're not physically bullying us, but we can't get out of the situation.
Yeah.
So what can we do to kind of diffuse the situation a little bit? What do you think?
I like to call that one topsy-turvy.
Topsy-turvy. Okay.
You know what that means? That means to flip it upside down.
Ooh.
When something goes topsy-turvy. So
what if I said to Miss Jennifer here, what if I said, oh, you got 4 eyes, you got 4 eyes?
I would,
Because she's wearing glasses, right? I'm trying to like make her feel bad.
right. I could say this. Oh, you noticed my new glasses. I just got them. Aren't they pretty? I really like them.
I'd be like, no, they're not pretty.
I was like, oh, well, I liked them, and walk away.
It kind of takes the power away from me.
Yes, bullying is definitely a power match. It's a power struggle. What a lot of times bullies are doing, they honestly do not feel good about themselves on the inside.
Yeah.
And they don't have the tools, or they don't know how to lift themselves up. So the only way they know to feel better about themselves is to put other people down. And as other people get lower, they push other people lower.
Kind of gives the bully the power.
It makes them think they have the power. It does give them the illusion of having the power over you. But little friends, listen to me. No one has power over you unless you give it to them.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. So we take away some of that power.
Right. What is another thing that we can do? Let's say you hear someone else say, you hear the little group of people that was making fun of Marianne's ugly shoes. What can you do to help her?
Well, I could come to Marianne's rescue.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I like
how could
that.
you do that?
Well, I could go to Marianne, who might be feeling badly at that moment, and say, hey, Marianne, I like those shoes myself. And we can get out of there. I said, let's go. Let's get out of there. We might actually just take them away from the situation. So now we become somebody that helps our friends that are being hurt.
They feel like they have somebody come to their rescue, that they have a friend. That's good. That's good. Now, sometimes I can be a little mischievous.
Okay.
A little bit.
Little.
So, knowing myself, I probably would say it loud enough for the sneaky bullies to hear me, because they were saying it loud enough for Marianne to hear. So I probably would say, Marianne, I love your shoes. They are so pretty. Would you like to go sit at my table with me, or go to the playground with me, or whatever it is you're doing
That
next?
would be a good way to do that.
I don't know. I might even turn to the bullies and say, you're not being kind.
Oh, so we can call them out.
Call them out.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good idea. We need to make sure the bully knows that they're being a bully.
Yeah, but not calling them out in a bullying way.
Right.
You don't want to become the bully.
You can be kind.
Right.
by
Just
calling
letting
them out.
them know that that's not kind, and we don't act that way here.
I like that.
Because you can set the tone for your campus by letting other people know what is and what is not accepted in your classroom and on your campus.
Whoa, time out. Are you saying that even a first grader can make a difference in their school?
Oh, absolutely.
And a second grader?
Absolutely.
And a third grader?
Yes.
And the older grades, you guys, you need to be like the mentors, the ones that are setting the pace and leading the way for the other students. If they see that you don't bully other people, that you show friendship to everybody, I think your friends, just kind of like the ones that influence me in a bad way, you can influence people in a good way.
Because you didn't know, how school worked and what was accepted and what was not accepted on your campus when you first started school. So the kindergarten, first, second, and third graders, they're not going to know either. So it's up to the fourth and fifth graders to really set the tone for their campus.
I like that. When you meet, guess what?
You mean there's a cause and effect?
If you're being nice and sweet to everyone you meet, you can't be mean to other people.
Kind of like cause and effect, and opposites cause and effect.
Yeah.
It's like you can't be in the light and in the darkness at the same time.
That's right. If you go into a dark room and you hit the light switch, the dark goes away because there's only light in there.
Oh, so if you're being nice and sweet to everyone you meet, then you don't have to worry about being a bully, because you can't do opposites at the same time.
That's right. I'm going
That's
to
pretty
prove
cool.
that. I love it.
Okay, Safari Pals, we want you guys to talk about all of this a little bit more with your counselor, teacher, parent, whoever you're watching this video with.
That's right.
There's a goal sheet for you to use to practice learning more about Bill and Riley.
And being nice and sweet to everyone you meet.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Okay, we will see you guys later.
Surf's
Bye.
up. Have a great day, Safari Pals. Go get them.